bedside swallow evaluation. So first, before I get started, I'm going to do some observations. Here she's sitting at a 90-degree angle. Her back is vertical for adequate swallowing. She is alert and responsive. We've been chit-chatting and she's been able to carry on a good conversation with me, so her cognition skills are adequate for swallowing. I'm also going to observe her respiration at rest, and she's breathing quietly, not audibly. There's no notice of respiration distress at all. So Miss Lehman, I want you to hold your breath for 6 seconds, and you may go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thank you. That tells me that she has the ability to hold her breath, and she is able to properly chew and swallow the bolus. And she is breathing through her nose. Whenever we chew, swallow, eating, we have to breathe through our nose. So she's doing a great job with that. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to look at your face and neck to make sure that all your swallowing structures are working nicely. So if we just observe her face is symmetrical. I don't see any scarring or lumps on her face or her neck. Now I'm going to look at her observations of her mouth. So what I want you to do first, I'm going to take my tongue depressor and my pen light. And I can just already tell right now, you may just close your mouth and look at your lips first. I can tell that her lips are symmetrical, which looks very good. And now I need you to open your mouth for me. And I'm looking at her tongue. It looks nice. Now, I'm going to push down on your tongue. I'm going to look at your teeth. Look at the top teeth. This has some fillings from cavities, but every condition looks very good. And then I'm going to look up at your soft palate. It has a nice vault. And now, I'm going to press down your tongue. At your uvula. Okay, looks good. And now, I'm looking at her lateral sulcus. And that all looks great. Good job. Now we're going to look at the function of her mouth. So I need you to just open and close your jaw for me. Nice job. Now I'm going to put my hand on the bottom of your chin, and I'm going to press up while you're open and close. Good job. And that pressure gives me an idea of how she can chew her food. Now I want you to move your jaw from side to side. Nice job. She is moving her jaw and not just her lips. Now I want you to protrude your jaw forward and then back. Nice job. Now we're going to check the function of her lips. I want you to push your lips forward like this. And now smile. Great. Now I want you to press your lips together and fill your cheeks with air. That gives me an idea of her lip seal. Now I'm going to push the tongue, or hold the tongue depressor between your lips, and I'm going to try to pull. So press down on the lips, on the tongue depressor. We're going to see about your lip seal. Very nice and very strong. Okay, you may let go. Good job. And I was checking that too for unilateral weakness, and it sounds like it looks like her lip is working adequately. Now we're going to do the function of Miss Lehman's tongue. So I need you to protrude your tongue out as straight as you can. Nice job. Now I need you to move your tongue from side to side. Great. Now I want you to pretend like you're clearing peanut butter off the roof of your mouth and move your tongue up towards the roof of your mouth. Now move your tongue forward and back, clearing the rest of that peanut butter off the roof of your mouth. Now let's raise the tongue tip inside and outside of your mouth. Good. Now I need you to lift your top and bottom lip. Nice. Now I want you to push your tongue to each of your cheeks. I want to see your cheeks poke out. Good job. That lets me know that she can clear the bolus from each of her lateral sulcus. Now I want you to open your mouth and pull your tongue back as you're saying "g, g, 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 g." Good. And I can see some great tongue retraction. So now I'm going to have you say some sounds, and I'm just going to see how well you can maintain your pace and strength for production of sounds without a big difference in your speed and pace. So I want you to say p, p, puh, puh, puh as many times as you can for 10 seconds. You may begin.
Pa, 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 pa.
Okay. Now I want you to say t, 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 t as long as you can for 10 seconds.
Ta, 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 ta.
Okay. Now I want you to say k, 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 k for 10 seconds.
Ka, 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 ka.
Okay, nice job. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put all those 3 sounds together, and I'm going to see how well you can move from one sound to another as you say putica, 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 putica as many times as you can for 10 seconds. You may begin.
Putica, 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 putica.
Great job. Okay, so now we're going to see your soft palate function. So what I want you to do is I want you to open your mouth, and I'm going to put the tongue depressor on your tongue, and I want you to say ah, 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 and this lets me see if your soft palate is moving correctly. That's nice. I see some height on that soft palate. Great job. Now I was able to see your soft palate lift up, and I could see the back of your throat, and your posterior pharyngeal walls came slightly forward. Your gag reflex, okay? So I'm going to slowly walk my tongue depressor back on your tongue, and when I feel that gag, I will remove it. Okay? Are you ready? Okay, so I'm slowly walking it back. Okay, that was a nice, good, strong gag in that posterior back of your tongue. Okay, so now I'm going to check for the sensitivity inside your oral cavity. So I just want you to let me know if you can feel it. So I'm going to rub your tongue depressor on one side of your tongue, on the other side, and inside your cheeks, and I want you to raise which hand you feel. So if you feel on the right side of your tongue, raise your right hand. If you feel on the left side, raise your left hand, okay? Nice. Good. Now we're going to go inside the cheeks. Good. And nice job. Okay, so that completes the oral mechanism portion of the bedside swallow eval. Okay, now we're going to complete the laryngeal exam, and this just determines the function of Miss Lehman's larynx and pharynx. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to listen for some vocal quality. So I just want you to say ah for me. Nice. Miss Lehman's vocal quality is clear and strong. I do not hear any wet, gurgly sounds, which would tell us there's penetration or saliva or material in her laryngeal vestibule. Okay, now we're going to check for phonation time to see how the laryngeal valving and control is working. So I need you to take a deep breath. I want you to hold out the sound ah as long as you can until you run out of air. And I will be timing you to see how long it takes you to do that. Okay? Are you ready? You may begin. So you held out the ah sound for about 17 seconds, which is really good because 20 seconds is normal. So now I'm going to listen to your pitch, and that just tells me about your laryngeal control. So I just need you to raise your pitch like this. Ah.
Ah.
Nice. And now I'm listening for, and now I need to hear a cough. I'm listening for a good, strong cough. Now I need you to clear your throat. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to swallow without food. So I'm going to put my fingers in the front of your throat, and I'm just going to feel for your thyroid cartilage to raise and to lower. And you may swallow. Good swallow. I felt that thyroid cartilage raise about an inch and then lower during the swallow. And that completes our laryngeal exam. Now we're going to begin Miss Lehman's food trials. And I'm going to have you eat and drink different types of food, including water, applesauce, peaches, and a sausage and biscuit to see how well you're swallowing and chewing your food. So before you swallow your food or your drink, I'm going to place my 4 fingers in front of your throat, just like this, to feel your neck structure and your ability to swallow. Then, after each swallow, you will need to say, ah, so I can hear your voice quality and listen for any wet, gurgly sounds. Then, I'm going to take my pen light and the tongue depressor to see if there's any food residue left on your tongue or inside both of your cheeks. Okay? So, our first thing, do you have any questions though before I get started?
No.
Okay. So, our first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take a half a teaspoon of water. I'm going to place my fingers in front of your throat. Nice swallow. Nice. Okay, that's good. I'm going to check. I guess you really wouldn't have any residue for the water. Okay, now I'm going to check a teaspoon. Nice and good lip seal. Now we're going to do a rounded teaspoon. Okay. Now I want you to take a sip of water all by yourself. Okay, nice. No gurgly sounds, no wet sounds. Good swallow. And now we're going to take a sip with the straw. I'm going to pinch it off. Good. Here. Nice. Good swallows, good lip seal, and nice all sound. Okay, so we're going to move to the applesauce. So here we're going to take a half a teaspoon of applesauce. Look in your mouth. No residue in the tongue or in the cheeks. Now we're going to take 1 teaspoon of applesauce. Swallow. In your mouth. No residue. No residue in the cheeks. Good. Okay. Now we're going to take a big bite of it. Nice voice. And I did not see any residue. Now you get to do it all by yourself. Thank you. Now let's check your mouth for residue. And I'm not seeing any. Okay, so we're going to move on to our fruit. So here we're going to take a little bite of peaches. And we do not have any residue. So I heard a good no gurgly sounds. Felt a good swallow. No good lip seal. Good chewing. I'm going to take a little bigger bite. Nice swallow. swallow. Good chewing. In my mouth. See a little bit of residue on the tongue. We can just do a little liquid wash to get that off. Okay. Now you get to take your own bite of peach. Nice. So there's any residue left. And just a little bit on the left side of the tongue. We'll have a liquid wash. Okay, now we're going to go on to the good sausage and biscuit. So we're going to take just a small bite. Chewing nicely. Okay. Any residue? Have just a little on the tongue, a little on the cheeks. Right and left cheek. Okay. Now we're going to take a bigger bite. Ready? Good chewing. Took about 2 swallows. Help me look for residue. With a big bite, some on the tongue and none on the cheeks. And now you get to take your own bite. You've done great. Thank you. Let's go ahead and wash it.